If you've ever woken up in the morning and felt like someone stole your strength while you slept, you know that sinking feeling I'm talking about. Your legs feel heavy like they're made of lead instead of muscle. Your arms feel weak, taking twice the effort just to pull yourself upright. Even your back aches from a night that was supposed to restore you, not drain you. But what if I told you this morning weakness, this gradual fading of your strength, could actually be reversed? And what if the solution was as simple as what you eat before bed? Here's a fact that will shock you. After 60, you lose up to 8% of your muscle mass every single decade. That means by 70, you could have lost nearly 20% of the strength you had at 60. By 80, you're looking at 30% or more. But here's the shocking truth doctors rarely mention. Most of this muscle loss doesn't happen during your active hours. It happens while you sleep. Every night for 6 to 8 hours, your body enters starvation mode. And when it can't find food, it literally starts eating your muscles for fuel. This process is called catabolism, and it's robbing you of your independence one night at a time. But here's the incredible news. Today I'm revealing 4 simple bedtime foods that can completely reverse this nighttime muscle theft. These aren't expensive supplements or complicated meal plans. They're foods you can find at any grocery store, and the last one, it's so powerful that just 1 spoonful before bed can trigger your body to rebuild muscle while you sleep, instead of breaking it down. Imagine waking up tomorrow feeling stronger than when you went to bed. Imagine your morning ritual becoming about celebrating your energy, not mourning your weakness. That transformation starts tonight. So if you're ready to stop letting age steal your strength and start reclaiming the powerful body you deserve, stay with me for the next few minutes. Your muscles are counting on it. Welcome to Sage Bloom, where we turn science into simple solutions for stronger aging. I'm Dr. James, and over the past 10 years I've helped thousands of seniors reclaim their strength, their independence, and their confidence. I've seen 70-year-olds deadlift more than they did at 50. I've watched 80-year-olds climb mountains they thought were impossible. But more importantly, I've learned that the biggest changes don't come from complicated programs or expensive treatments. They come from understanding exactly what your body needs, and when it needs it most. So let me explain exactly what's happening to your muscles every single night. While you sleep, your body enters what scientists call a fasting state. For 6 to 8 hours, no food is coming in. No nutrients, no fuel. Now your body is incredibly smart. It knows it needs energy to keep your heart beating, your brain thinking, your organs functioning. So it looks around for fuel. And when it can't find any food in your system, it starts breaking down your own muscle tissue for energy. This process is called catabolism, and it's literally the enemy of healthy aging. But here's what makes it worse for people over 60. You develop something called anabolic resistance. Think of it like this. Your body becomes less efficient at using the protein you eat during the day. So even if you had a protein-rich dinner, by midnight your muscles might already be running on empty. But here's where the science gets really exciting. What if you could flip this entire process on its head? What if, instead of your body breaking down muscle while you sleep, it was actually building muscle? The solution is surprisingly simple. Eating the right foods 30 to 60 minutes before bed. When you do this correctly, you provide your body with slow-release amino acids, the building blocks of muscle, that work throughout the entire night. Instead of your body going into breakdown mode, it switches to build-up mode. Instead of catabolism, you get anabolism, muscle growth and repair happening while you dream. This isn't theory. This isn't wishful thinking. This is proven science that can transform your mornings from struggle sessions into strength celebrations. And the foods that make this miracle happen, they're sitting in grocery stores right now waiting for you to discover their power. Let's begin with food number 4. Greek yogurt, the gentle guardian. Before we proceed, let me tell you about Eleanor. She's 68, a retired nurse who spent 40 years taking care of others. But recently, Eleanor started waking up feeling like she'd run a marathon in her sleep. Every morning was the same struggle. Her legs felt like concrete blocks. Getting out of bed required a pep talk. And those stairs to her bedroom? They might as well have been Mount Everest. Eleanor told me, "I used to leap out of bed ready to tackle the day. Now I negotiate with my body just to stand up." And she thought this was just what happens when you get older. She was wrong. The problem wasn't her age. The problem was that every night for 8 hours straight, her body was cannibalizing her muscles because it had nothing else to feed on. Here's where Greek yogurt becomes absolutely brilliant for people like Eleanor. Greek yogurt contains something called casein protein. Now, most proteins work fast. They hit your bloodstream, do their job, and they're gone within a few hours. But casein? Casein is different. It's like the slow-release medicine of the protein world. A groundbreaking study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed seniors who ate casein before bed. The results were remarkable. Their muscle protein synthesis increased by 22% overnight. Think about that for a moment. While they slept, their bodies were actually building muscle instead of breaking it down. Casein provides a steady stream of muscle-feeding amino acids for 6 to 8 hours. It's like having a personal nutritionist drip-feeding your muscles all night long. So here's exactly how Eleanor turned her mornings around. Every night, about 30 minutes before bed, she'd have 3/4 of a cup of plain Greek yogurt. Not the sugary stuff. Plain Greek yogurt. To make it delicious, she'd add a handful of blueberries for antioxidants and a few crushed walnuts for healthy fats. The combination was perfect. Protein for muscle building, antioxidants for recovery, healthy fats for sustained energy. Within just 2 weeks, Eleanor called me with excitement in her voice. "I woke up this morning and actually felt rested," she said. "Not just rested. I felt strong." By week 3, she was climbing those stairs without holding the handrail. By week 4, she was back to her morning walks around the neighborhood. The transformation wasn't just physical. Eleanor got her confidence back. She got her independence back. Now here's a little secret that can make this even more powerful. If you're someone who has trouble falling asleep, add just a tiny drizzle of raw honey to your Greek yogurt, but keep it under 1 teaspoon. Honey contains natural sugars that help your brain produce serotonin, which converts to melatonin, your body's natural sleep hormone. So not only are you feeding your muscles all night, you're also improving your sleep quality. It's like getting a 2-for-1 deal on better health. Eleanor calls this her sweet dreams muscle medicine. And after you try it tonight, you might call it that too. Now, food number 3 might surprise you, but bodybuilders and elite athletes have known this secret for decades. Walk into any serious gym at midnight and you'll find the strongest, most muscular athletes eating the same simple food before bed. Not protein powder, not expensive supplements, cottage cheese. I know what you're thinking. Cottage cheese? That lumpy, bland stuff my grandmother used to eat? Pious, but here's what those athletes know that most people don't. Cottage cheese is the ultimate overnight muscle rebuilder. It's like having a construction crew working on your muscles all night long, rebuilding what time and age have tried to tear down. Let me tell you about Frank. He's 72, a former construction worker whose hands built countless homes, repaired endless roofs, and crafted beautiful furniture for his family. But when Frank came to me, those same powerful hands couldn't even open a pickle jar. He'd hand it to his wife with embarrassment. "These hands used to swing a hammer all day," he told me. "Now they can't handle a simple jar lid." Frank's grip strength had declined so much that he'd stopped doing the woodworking he loved. He felt like he was losing a part of himself. So I had Frank try something simple. Half a cup of low-fat cottage cheese every night 45 minutes before bed. Within 3 weeks, Frank called me with excitement. "I opened a jar this morning without even thinking about it," he said. Then I realized I'd been opening jars all week. His grip strength had improved by 40%. 40% in just 3 weeks. Now Frank doesn't just open his own jars, he opens jars for all his neighbors. And he's back in his workshop, building furniture for his great-grandchildren. So what makes cottage cheese so incredibly powerful for overnight muscle building? Here's the fascinating science. Cottage cheese is 80% casein protein, the highest concentration you can find in any natural food. Remember how Greek yogurt had casein? Well, cottage cheese is like casein on steroids, but it gets even better. Cottage cheese is loaded with leucine, an amino acid that literally flips the switch on muscle growth. Leucine triggers something called the mTOR pathway in your cells. Think of mTOR as your body's muscle-building foreman. When leucine hits your system, mTOR shouts to your muscle cells, "Stop breaking down, start building up." So while you're peacefully sleeping, cottage cheese is working like a night shift construction crew. Your muscles are literally growing, repairing, and strengthening while you dream. It's not magic, it's biochemistry. And it's happening in your body every single night when you give it the right fuel. Here's exactly how to harness this overnight muscle-building power. Take half a cup of low-fat cottage cheese. That's about the size of a tennis ball. Eat it 45 minutes before bed. Not right before you lie down, but 45 minutes before. This gives your body time to start the digestion process. Now I know cottage cheese isn't everyone's favorite texture. If you're one of those people who can't stand the lumps, here's a simple fix. Throw it in a blender with half a banana or a few strawberries. Blend it until smooth. You'll end up with something that tastes like a milkshake but works like a muscle-building machine. The key is consistency. Frank didn't see results because he had cottage cheese once. He saw results because he had it every single night for 3 weeks. Your muscles need to know they can count on that nightly fuel delivery. When they do, they'll reward you with strength you thought was gone forever. Food number 2, tart cherry juice. The athletic secret. Now here's a question that might surprise you. What do Olympic athletes, marathon runners, and Tour de France cyclists know that most seniors don't? They all drink the same ruby red liquid before bed. Not energy drinks, not protein shakes, not expensive sports supplements. Tart cherry juice. You see, elite athletes discovered something remarkable. Tart cherry juice isn't just for taste. It's performance medicine in a glass. While most people think of cherries as a sweet summer treat, professional athletes treat tart cherry juice like a secret weapon for recovery and endurance. And if it can help a 25-year-old Olympic swimmer recover from brutal training sessions, imagine what it can do for your 65-year-old muscles that are just trying to feel strong again. Here's where the science gets absolutely fascinating. Tart cherries are packed with compounds called anthocyanins. These are the same antioxidants that give them their deep red color. But anthocyanins do something incredible for your muscles. They reduce exercise-induced muscle damage by up to 47%. 47%. That means nearly half the soreness, half the inflammation, half the breakdown that normally happens to your muscles. But here's the truly brilliant part. Tart cherries are one of the few foods that naturally contain melatonin, the same hormone your brain produces to help you fall asleep. So you're getting a double benefit, muscle repair and better sleep quality. And since your deepest muscle recovery happens during deep sleep, this creates a perfect cycle. Better sleep means better recovery. Better recovery means stronger muscles. Stronger muscles mean more energy and independence. It's like getting 2 powerful supplements in one delicious glass of juice. Let me tell you about Margaret. She's 65, a lifelong yoga instructor who thought her teaching days were numbered. Margaret had been teaching yoga for over 20 years, but lately, every class left her with chronic muscle soreness that lasted for days. Her shoulders ached. Her legs felt heavy. Even gentle stretching sessions left her feeling beaten up. "I love teaching," she told me with tears in her eyes, "but I can't keep doing this to my body. I think it's time to retire." And that's when I introduced her to tart cherry juice. Every night, 1 hour before bed, Margaret would drink 8 ounces of 100% tart cherry juice. The change was remarkable. Within the first week, Margaret noticed she was sleeping more soundly. By week 2, the post-class soreness was cut in half. By week 3, she was waking up refreshed instead of stiff. Today, 6 months later, Margaret teaches 5 yoga classes per week, more than she was teaching in her 50s. She moves with the grace and fluidity of someone half her age. "I thought I was getting too old for yoga," she laughs. "Turns out I just needed better recovery." Here's exactly how to harness this athletic-level recovery power. Drink 8 ounces of 100% tart cherry juice 1 hour before bed. Not cherry juice cocktail. Not cherry-flavored drinks. Pure, 100% tart cherry juice. Now here's a pro tip that most people don't know. Look for juice made from Montmorency cherries specifically. These cherries have the highest concentration of anthocyanins and natural melatonin. You'll find this on the label. It usually says Montmorency tart cherry juice. This variety contains up to 6 times more beneficial compounds than regular sweet cherries. Yes, it's tart. Yes, it might make you pucker the first time you try it. But think of that tartness as the taste of your muscles getting stronger and your sleep getting deeper. Margaret calls it her liquid recovery. After tonight, you might call it that too. And now we come to the most powerful food combination on this list, kiwi plus almond butter. The one that changes everything. Most people think of kiwi as just a sweet, fuzzy fruit you add to fruit salad. And almond butter? That's just a healthy sandwich spread, right? But when you pair these two together and eat them before bed, something almost magical happens. You create what I call the ultimate muscle-building, sleep-enhancing power couple. This isn't just addition, it's multiplication. The kiwi doesn't just work alongside the almond butter, it amplifies it, it supercharges it. Together they create a synergy that's more powerful than anything else on tonight's list. This is the combination that can take a body that's been declining for years and start reversing that decline in a matter of weeks. Here's why this combination is so incredibly powerful. It works through 3 separate mechanisms at the same time. First, kiwi is one of nature's richest sources of natural melatonin. We're talking about sleep so deep and restorative that your body can perform its most intensive muscle repair work. But here's where it gets really exciting. Kiwi contains more vitamin C per serving than oranges. And vitamin C doesn't just boost your immune system, it enhances protein synthesis by up to 300%. 300%. That means your body becomes 3 times more efficient at turning protein into actual muscle tissue. Now add the almond butter. Almond butter provides a slow, sustained release of amino acids throughout the night. But unlike other proteins, it also delivers healthy fats that help your body absorb all those muscle-building nutrients more effectively. So you've got deeper sleep from the kiwi's melatonin, supercharged protein synthesis from the vitamin C, and sustained amino acid delivery from the almond butter. It's like having a personal muscle-building laboratory working in your body all night long. Let me tell you about Robert. He's 69, a retired mechanic who spent 40 years under the hood of cars, fixing engines with hands that were strong enough to wrestle with the toughest bolts. But when Robert came to see me, those same hands couldn't even lift his toolbox off the ground. The toolbox that used to be an extension of his body had become an impossible obstacle. "I feel like I'm disappearing," Robert told me. "Every month I'm a little weaker than the month before. Pretty soon I won't be able to do anything." So I introduced Robert to the power couple. 2 ripe kiwis with 1 tablespoon of natural almond butter, eaten together 45 minutes before bed. Week 1, Robert called to tell me he was sleeping better than he had in years. "I'm actually dreaming again," he said. Week 3, the breakthrough came. Robert walked into his garage, bent down, and lifted his toolbox without even thinking about it. "I just picked it up like it was nothing," he told me, amazement in his voice. By week 6, Robert was back under the hood, doing weekend car repairs for his neighbors. His strength hadn't just returned, it had improved beyond what he'd had before starting. "I feel like I got my life back," Robert said. "No, that's not right. I feel like I got a better version of my life back." Here's exactly how to prepare this life-changing combination. Take 2 ripe kiwis. They should give slightly when you press them, but not be mushy. Peel them and slice them into rounds. Take 1 tablespoon of natural almond butter, not the processed kind with added sugars, but pure natural almond butter. You can either dip the kiwi slices into the almond butter or spread the almond butter on the kiwi slices like little crackers. Eat this combination exactly 45 minutes before bed. Not sooner, not later. This timing allows your body to begin digesting and absorbing these nutrients just as you're entering your deepest sleep phases. The taste is incredible. The tartness of the kiwi balances perfectly with the rich, nutty flavor of the almond butter. But more importantly, this combination will work on your muscles all night long. Tonight could be the beginning of your own transformation story. Now I know what some of you are thinking. This all sounds amazing, but do I really have to choose just one of these foods every night? What if I told you there's a way to get all of these benefits in one simple 30-second nighttime ritual? What if you could combine the slow-release power of Greek yogurt, the muscle-building strength of cottage cheese, the recovery magic of tart cherry juice, and the sleep-enhancing power of kiwi and almond butter, all in one delicious drink? Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to what I call the muscle recovery smoothie. This isn't just a smoothie. It's a complete muscle rehabilitation system in a glass. It's everything we've talked about tonight working together in perfect harmony. And the best part? It takes just 30 seconds to make, but it works for 8 to 10 hours while you sleep. Start with half a cup of plain Greek yogurt. That's your casein protein base, providing slow-release amino acids all night long. Add a quarter cup of cottage cheese. This gives you that leucine boost we talked about, triggering your body's muscle-building pathways. Pour in 4 ounces of 100% tart cherry juice, your recovery enhancer that reduces muscle damage while improving sleep quality. Drop in 1 ripe kiwi peeled. This delivers natural melatonin for deeper sleep and vitamin C to supercharge protein synthesis. Finally, add 1 tablespoon of natural almond butter, your sustained release system that keeps feeding your muscles hour after hour. Blend it all together for 30 seconds and you've created the most powerful muscle-building bedtime drink on the planet. The taste? Absolutely incredible. The tart cherry juice sweetens everything naturally. The kiwi adds tropical freshness, and the almond butter creates a rich, creamy texture that feels like dessert. Here's why this combination is so incredibly powerful. While you sleep tonight, this smoothie will provide 8 to 10 continuous hours of muscle feeding. Not just protein, complete muscle nutrition working on multiple pathways simultaneously. Your casein and cottage cheese proteins release amino acids in waves throughout the night. Your tart cherry juice reduces inflammation and enhances sleep quality. Your kiwi delivers vitamin C that multiplies protein effectiveness by 300%. Your almond butter provides the healthy fats that help your body absorb everything more efficiently. It's like having a team of muscle-building specialists working inside your body all night long. The result? For the first time in years, you wake up stronger than when you went to bed. Not weaker, not stiff, not struggling. Stronger. This is how you reverse muscle loss. This is how you reclaim your strength. This is how you age with power instead of weakness. All right, here's where the magic really begins. You've learned the science, you've heard the success stories, and you know exactly what to do. Now it's time to take action. Tonight, yes, tonight, I want you to pick just one of these 4 powerful foods and try it. Don't overthink it. Don't wait until Monday. Don't say, I'll start next week. Tonight is your night. Maybe you're drawn to Eleanor's Greek yogurt success story. Maybe Frank's cottage cheese transformation resonates with you. Perhaps Margaret's tart cherry juice recovery appeals to you. Or Robert's kiwi and almond butter power couple feels right. Trust your instincts and pick one. Then tomorrow morning, I want you to pay very close attention to how you feel. Notice your energy level. Notice how easily you get out of bed. Notice whether that usual morning stiffness is still there or if it's starting to fade. And here's the fun part. Come back to this video and tell me in the comments which food you chose. I want to know, are you Team Greek yogurt, Team cottage cheese, Team tart cherry, or Team power couple? Your choice might inspire someone else who's watching and trying to decide where to start. And speaking of inspiration, this is where our Sage Bloom community really shines. After you've tried your chosen food for 1 full week, come back and share your results in the comments. Did you sleep better? Feel stronger? Notice less morning stiffness? Your success story could be exactly what someone else needs to hear to take that first step. If this video helped you tonight, please share it with a friend or family member who's struggling with morning weakness or feeling like their strength is slipping away. Sometimes we need someone we trust to show us there's hope and a practical solution. And here's a question I'd love you to answer in the comments right now. What's your biggest struggle with morning weakness? Is it getting out of bed, climbing stairs, opening jars, feeling steady on your feet? When you share your specific challenge, it helps me understand what you're going through, and it helps other viewers realize they're not alone in this struggle. You know what I love most about this community? I read every single comment, every success story, every question, every struggle you share. I see it all. And honestly, hearing about your victories is what keeps me motivated to create more content like this. Your transformation stories fuel my passion for this work. If tonight's video opened your eyes to what's possible for your muscle health and strength, then you definitely want to subscribe to Sage Bloom right now, because this is just the beginning. Every week I'm sharing more science-backed solutions to help you age with strength, confidence, and vitality instead of weakness and decline.